our recap thing. Are we live?
We are live.
Okay, welcome back everybody to what is this, session 5? Or is it session 6?
6?
We are
Yeah.
not in the
One of
double
the
digits,
sessions.
but we
I think
are
it's
5
6.
plus.
I think it's 6.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on, I know.
Yeah, you're probably
titled
right.
it Session 6.
Session where we've lost count which section we're on.
It's Session 6. I titled this stream. I know what it is.
All right.
Totally.
Cool.
Uh-huh.
All right, so I'm recapping for not only last session, session 5, but also session 4, just so that we're all on the same page and everything is hunky-dory. So on session 4, we picked up with Echo grabbing as much clothing as she could, mostly the basic stuff, but she also had one really nice item, such as a coat or something. It was up to her to choose what that would be. With her clothing in hand, Echo took a look around the keep for exits. She was followed by the burly blacksmith, Reuben, who tried to convince her to stay. She ignored him and decided to try to levitate herself over the walls. A large tiefling man, Kirith, was called over to try to convince Echo to stay, offering information on Namar Ahmad's whereabouts if she were to stay and accept a mission for the rebellion. Eventually, it was Maxim who convinced her to stay for just one night. While this was happening, Kiko was eating a second helping and glaring at Via, who was happy to help her. Kiko asked to bathe, and Via showed her a place in the infirmary. Before entering, Kiko asked about the father of Via's child, obviously disturbing her. While there, she tripped and caught Via, while undressing, she, quote, accidentally threw a dagger at her. Feigning innocence, Kiko asked for clothes, and Via left. Maxim, he went on to check out Reuven's forge. The two exchanged some civil words, and Maxim left with one of the many rapiers piled in the corner. He continued to wander around the camp until he came across Nazir, and the two caught up on their time after the expedition in the wilds. As those two were catching up, an unfamiliar man with a raven on his shoulder walked through the gates. He spoke with familiarity to Nazir about scouting the local area. And Siler, is his name pronounced Quadri, or is it Quadri?
Either one works. I always use one as Quadri.
Okay, because I felt bad that I afterwards I was hearing you say Quadri, and I was like, oh crap, have I been saying it wrong the whole time?
Yeah, it's fine.
But yeah, so this fella is Quadri, and he is apparently blind, but the bird with him seems to act as his eyes. And he and Maxim chatted for a while as the day was coming to a close. Now, Via never brought Kiko any clothes, and this injustice inspired Kiko to walk outside naked and dub her rags in the evening stew. This sparked an argument between the two, and Kiko began to label her behavior as a consequence of her imprisonment, playing it off as she's just tired and such. Maxim was quite skeptical of these emotional claims, and he seemed uncomfortable with the flirtatious manner of Kiko's exasperation. And so that's where that session ended. Kiko went off to bed, and everybody was still kind of about doing their own thing. So the next session, last session, a weary Mayera approached the party and asked if they were interested in a mission. A simple one where they were to retrieve someone from Osni and bring them back. She promised the party that they would endeavor to give any reward they asked for. Now, the party sounded interested and agreed with Mayera in the morning to talk a bit more in detail about the mission. And so everyone settled in for the night. And the next morning, Mayera called the party up to the tower where Fulgid and Kirith were also sitting. They explained that one of the servant girls from Elamon's castle apparently saw something so important it warranted her arrest. Instead of being taken to prison, she was taken to the Blackbird brothel near the docks of Osni. And the party is to go retrieve her and bring her back. The code phrase, which I have pinned in the visual aid channel, is "We're looking for the lame fox. We've heard there's a new cub in the den." And so again, the party was promised any compensation they deemed appropriate, and with their acceptance of the mission, they were dismissed. But just before Echo left, however, Boldred asked to have a word with her privately. And he explained that he knows that Echo has some connection to Namar, and after lamenting the suffering dealt to both himself and Via by Namar, he asked if Echo would kill him. And she didn't really have anything to say. She wasn't too interested in Foldred's question. And so with that, the party kind of split up to go do their thing and, going about their day. And so during this briefing for the mission, it was offered that any documents or disguises or weapons, anything that each party member might need or want, could be provided for. And so that kind of brings us to where we're at. It's maybe like 11 o'clock. It's approaching midday. And people are going about their business, building, sparring, moving, doing whatever needs to be done. So it's up to you guys to decide what you think you might need for this mission of retrieving someone from Osmi.
So, hold up. My character slept outside. I don't know if did somebody tell her
Uh-huh.
about this mission? Like, I don't know.
No.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
I think we mentioned that like we couldn't find Kiko or something like that. Something that gave us basically the excuse of like,
Why I
let's do
wasn't around.
this.
That's
But give
fair.
her an excuse for like what she wanted to have happening at that time.
Fair.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, I think my character would have just stayed up there, just watch everybody from below.
Yeah, so.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. She never got anything red, right? Like any of the things that she was given. There was the who gave me the cloak? It was Quadri who gave me the cloak.
Yeah.
And it was
Yep.
Is any of it like red?
Some of it, the inside actually is. The outside looks normal. It's eventually.
Is
She-
Kiko a bowl?
Kiko would have probably ripped a little bit off, like a little bit of the garment up, and like tied it onto like a string and hung it from like off the roof or off the wall there. Just kind of left it, and she would have stayed up there until people called for her. She's like, I have no clothes. I'ma stay up here. I'm clearly not wanted, and I'ma just chill until I figure out what I'm gonna do. Wait till I see people leave, and then I'll see if I can hitch a ride with them.
Is anyone in the party going to try to seek her out?
Eventually, I will probably think to get my cloak back. It's one of my favorites. It's lined. The inside is like nice. It's essentially lined. Is why it like looks like a normal brown like over
Sorry, I ripped
old
it up.
cloak. I don't know that.
Yeah, no.
She made the assumption that he was giving it permanently and not just until she got clothing.
So the woman was
Yeah,
dressed.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not hard to find her. Like that one raven has just been keeping that extra eye on her.
Yeah, she's probably just up there like practicing her dagger throws at this one box that's up here. Seeing how often she can get it in the same hole.
I'll check that one.
But yeah, that's what she's doing up there. Keeping an eye on the
Okay.
As per, I think, the end of last session, Maxim is getting a new outfit together, including particularly a cloak that actually can hide his face and horns. And I'll also mention gloves, because that would also be good.
Mm-hmm. And as I recall, you rolled really good for finding good stuff in the clothing storehouse.
Yeah. I think I rolled like a nat 20 or like a nat 19 or something like that.
Hmm.
So
I like how there's still 2 Maxims on the screen.
yeah, there are still 2.
It's his Echo Knight.
Yeah, of course. I can't move either of them.
No.
Oh shit.
Okay. Yeah, I had no idea how the heck to move this one. It's just stuck there permanently, the one by the wagon up here. So here's a new
Yeah.
one. Can you move it?
Like moving the cart before that one. Is
Just
it
make the cart.
which
move.
one's
You are the cart.
like I just keep on like clicking directly on
fuck.
Maxon, and now I'm moving Quandary.
Oh.
Move the cart. I see you moving Maxon.
Hold on. Let me go through the cycle. Make him a prop, mount, and everything else.
Don't know
Now,
why
can
this
you
is-
move him?
Nope.
Oh, good lord. Sweet heavens above. Why?
I have no
Okay.
idea why this doesn't work.
He's a prop now. Can you move him?
I'm
Why is
able
this
to
such a
rotate
problem?
Fuldred.
Get it back over there.
Come on.
Now he's a mount. Hold on. We're gonna put an army of Maxims out
Okay, I can
here.
move this one.
Just- Okay. Okay, then
can
I'm throwing away the others.
still only move one of them. Oh man, I'm sorry about that.
All right. It's okay. It's just a thing. It's a quirk
That's
of this
fate.
campaign, apparently, by now. All right,
I
so
guess,
what are you
yeah.
guys up to? What all? So, Maxim, you are gathering clothing. Kiko, you are hanging out until somebody comes to find you. Whether that's a
Comes
party
to
member or an
find
NPC, that is yet to be seen.
Yeah, whether they be from the campsite or not, who knows?
That we will see.
Mm-hmm.
I think Maxim will eventually want to talk with you, but I think that where you are now is probably the last place he would look for you. I think. And I think he probably would wait a bit before that either, as well.
Okay.
Yeah. Any of y'all want to say something?
I'm just
Mhm.
waiting for this mission to start so you can get it over with.
Yeah, I'm just shooting the breeze. Letting
You're
my
not
coochie
gonna
get that
gather
cool
any
air.
supplies, no papers.
If there's something
Yeah,
fair
Maxim
to have
will
on
also
them, now's the
Boards
time
of
to
paper
skip
for you.
Maxim will also get papers that he is able. I think I mentioned this last time, but he's getting papers so that he can, like, he's one of Elmon's enlisted that he's still able to use magics and they can trick people.
Yeah, one of his licensed magic users. Yeah.
He'll do it
So,
under a
yeah,
fake name,
basic- Okay. What name?
though. I need to find out what name I'm gonna put it under.
Okay. Yeah, Kirith, he would be writing that out very carefully. Like an artist with a quill.
Tenos Quan.
Tenos Quan. Okay.
Is that like a?
Probably, I'll need to do the same. I'll make up my name.
Okay.
Is that like a name that he
Kirith
thinks
is
would be like eccentric enough that like he's basically trying to think of something eccentric enough that he thinks that people would believe that it would be one of the people that Elmon would allow for, but like also generic enough that people wouldn't like questions like, "Hey, that's a really weird name."
Hmm.
You think that?
No, it's not too odd. It's maybe a different name, but it's not unheard of or particularly strange by any means.
Yeah.
I'd say it's a good middle of the road name. Anybody else gathering papers or supplies or weapons?
What time would it be right now?
Now it's approaching noon at this point.
What were you saying, Siler? Sorry.
Would be grabbing some of those papers for license, but let's just put them under the name. I gotta remember he's got that negative with me, so that's not gonna be creativity on there. Oh yeah, that'll work. He's just swapping his first name and his last name.
Fair enough, I guess. Oh, I mentioned as well being able. Oops, sorry. I also mentioned as well last time that he's gonna. Two things. He's gonna get the materials for a disguise kit, basically, so that he can potentially throw together like disguises. Basically, just getting a disguise kit.
Mm-hmm.
And then also wanted to get I think decided on a pan flute, even if it was just a normal flute as well. Some kind of instrument he was going to whittle, and possibly whittle with Frand.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But, yeah.
Yeah.
This here.
So the pieces of a disguise kit, you'd be able to find them and put them in a little compact case.
Yeah.
And as far as whittling a panpipe, let's see. What would be a good check for that? I'd say sleight of hand.
Right. Do I get advantage
See how
with
successful you
help?
are. Sure.
All right. Because he's searching out for some help. Nazir.
Mm-hmm.
He enlisted his help.
Yeah.
I think they were bantering about that shortly before the meeting in the morning. So, all right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Let's see. Where's my sleight of hand? There's my sleight of hand. Do I have any spells that help? No, I guess it's not. Do I? Sorry, I'm looking over. See if anything could help with this, because it will be important. But yeah. First is a 14 plus 4, so an 18. Second, woo, it's a 17 plus 4. 4. So 21.
All right. Okay. So with enough arguing and manly force of will between the two of you and just masculine ingenuity, you two managed to come up with a lovely flute. It has a really rich and true tone, and I think it's just what you're looking for.
He is very proud of how it came out and is very grateful for Nazir's help getting this together.
All right. All right, so you've got that.
Can I retcon something?
Probably going to take
You
in
guys
most
have
of
got
it,
your
though.
papers. That still leave. You want to retcon something? Sure.
I kind of wanted
What do you
to
wanna do?
not retcon. I wanted to say maybe in the middle of the night, I wanted my character to kind of look around for equipment and shit, or even when they were having their meeting. So long as they're not near where the equipment stuff is, I kind of want to see if my character would have been smart enough to figure out where the equipment area is, and if she's smart enough to get and sneaky enough to get the shit without people knowing.
Okay. Yeah, so would you be like how would you be seeking out each of the areas where you'd be getting your equipment? Are you like watching people to see where they're going and what they come out with?
Kind of, yeah. So I'd be looking around, seeing what type of people are bringing what into which areas. So in the bottom lower quarter here,
Okay.
I've already been able to suss out that this isn't their shit here. Fuck all. So what's like the area that's
Mm-hmm.
mostly guarded, people who are coming in and out with like weaponry, or like especially those who are coming like for the refugees for clothing and things like that. From up where she was,
Mhm.
she'd be keeping an eye to see kind of the patterns people are making.
Yeah.
And then
So
when
you would
everything was
see,
quiet,
well, actually, yeah. So I guess go ahead and roll me a I suppose a investigation check because you're looking a bit more than surface deep.
sure. Can I get advantage because I'm so high, or is that asking too much?
No, I'd say that's a decent ask.
That doesn't matter. It's the same thing. Okay, 18.
I mean, that's not bad. That's not a bad roll.
I know. I was hoping for something higher. Okay, 18.
It's not very
Yeah.
many higher numbers
So
than
as
an
far as
18.
so what are the exact items that you are looking for? I imagine clothes for one, but what else are
And
you looking for?
it's not so much clothes. Her clothes are like the last, because she feels like this cloak is hers now, so she's like, what? She doesn't know somebody wants it back.
Uh-huh.
So it's mostly equipment, essentially, is what she's looking for. Because like she still has her items from the jail cell, but she wants, things to strap him down, and like maybe a map. But I don't,
Mm-hmm.
maybe a backpack.
Yeah. So, with an 18, you'd be seeing quite a lot, really. Let me get out my pointer tool here. So you would know that soft goods, so that would include things like belts or bags, would be found in the same general area
Where the food
as
was.
the clothing storeroom.
Okay.
And so that is not guarded. It is there for the community. There's no need for anybody to guard it. And if you are looking for any weapons or really like any metal tools or anything like that, it would be over here where Reuven has his forge. And if you're looking for foodstuffs, you would be more likely to find it up in this corner. Can you see my little
Yeah, I see
flashy
that.
do thing? Okay.
So all the little random knickknacks that's not protected, that's probably where she would go first. Because it's closest. But I'd like to do it like sneakily so nobody knows.
Okay, so repeat
Ninja.
again. It cut out for me. I'm sorry, my internet's bad today.
Oh, it's okay, it's okay. So the area that's not protected, so all the random travel
Mm-hmm.
gear stuff is where she'd probably go first.
Yeah.
But all secret ninja
Okay.
like.
All right. Go ahead and roll me a stealth check.
Ooh, 25.
20 what?
25.
25. All right, you are as the shadow is to the night. Nobody notices you as you sneak into the storeroom. They're too busy with their own things, and you are just far too slick.
I at least share my passive. Because I think he is distracted, but like somewhat interested in talking with her, and later
Uno
on.
momento, guys. 1 second.
Ooh, yeah. They went off to have a conversation on their own.
Mm-hmm. They've abandoned us.
Gone.
Lost forever.
Lost, but
Hopefully
not
not.
forgotten.
Mm-hmm.
You see Multiverse Madness this last weekend?
Nope.
I'm just-
Not yet.
Fair, that's fair. Should I spoil everything? Or no, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm
You,
kidding.
you. For the sake
You
of
can
me
certainly
and our
try.
live streamers.
No, I'm not gonna say anything. Things happen.
You just did.
Please get.
Oh no.
I can totally spoil it without spoiling it by saying one of the memes got it right.
Hellos. I had no response.
Hello.
Oh, okay, okay,
I
sorry.
can hear you, Kimmy.
Welcome back.
What did I miss? Sorry, I rolled a 25 for the sneaky. I think.
Uh-huh.
Oh,
Yep.
did I get away with the sneaky?
Yeah, absolutely.
Cool.
I don't know if maybe you cut out or something, but I said you are as the shadow is to the night. You are great. You are very slick. People are distracted. Makes for a great combination of getting to the storeroom unnoticed.
Nice. Lovely. Very happy.
Mm-hmm.
So, do I have to roll another thing to see if I can find what I'm looking for?
Yeah, go ahead and roll me just a quick d20.
D20, madam. Ollie. Oh, that's a nat 20! Dice
Nice.
gods, why have you forsaken
Nat 20,
me?
you find whatever your heart desires. You picture
God
a
damn
garment.
it.
You picture a garment, and
Oh, I'm not looking for
you
clothes.
find exactly what you desire.
I look for
Did you
underwear.
find any
Garment.
glamour weave?
I
Soft
found
goods,
underwear.
whatever you're looking for.
I look for a water skin, I look for tinder boxes, rope, rations, pittance, all that stuff.
And knee-high socks, and that's it.
Mm-hmm.
Nah, just underwear. Gotta pay for that. Oh, and shoes. A pair of shoes.
Yep, you do find shoes.
Lovely. I'm
No
going
socks.
Whatever you want your shoes to look like.
to. It was just, they look like, Michael B. Jordan. No, not Michael B. Jordan's. Michael Jordan's.
Oh
high
my
tops.
goodness! I just realized that Kiko's gonna be the female armor, the ultimate version of the female armor stereotype of the male
Mhm.
armor is big plated armor. Female armor is just a bikini.
Yeah, she's not wearing that. Don't worry. She only got the cloak, which she assumes is
Yeah.
hers, some extra underwear, and some good old hiking boots. And I'd like to sneak to the area where there's weapons next.
Alright, so the weapons are all in the forge where Reuven is. Now, sneaking past this man is going to be difficult, I will say that.
I will accept it.
Even with...
You mean besides
Yeah.
the fact that we were told
So,
we could have any we wanted?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. It just... sneaking in doesn't sit too well with him.
No, that's fair.
So I
Plus,
will
he's never
say
seen me.
that your 25 roll is amazing,
Well, I was gonna roll again if
but
you wanted
he's
me
still...
to. It's up to you.
I guess
don't have
if
to
there
if you
is
don't want me
somebody
to.
in there, you can go ahead and roll another one.
You sure?
I'm trying to learn how to be more concise.
Okay, it's up to you because now I got a nat 20.
Another?
Yes, and
Okay.
I don't know if D&D Beyond is trying to mess with me right now, and I'm scared.
You're gonna die
As
later.
soon as we get into a
discussion.
fight, you're
Alright.
gonna die.
Right? 2 nat 20s in a row? That's the devil's number.
You get another one in a
So,
row, you're just gonna die
The
flat
game
out.
is trying to make you feel better before it kills you.
I don't feel good at all, guys.
Mm-hmm.
all right, you get in. You find, or once you get into the forge, Reuben, he is hammering away. Big, strong, burly man. He is doing his thing. He would seem that he's engrossed in his work at first, but what do you do inside?
Oh, like he can notice me, it's fine. I just don't want to be noticed by the people who currently have it out for me, which seems to be the rest of the camp. I don't know.
Mhm.
Um,
Mhm.
I want to get items, particularly items that I would. So I wouldn't be just picking random stuff. I would take my time. That's the problem. So he would notice me mostly.
Uh-huh. Okay. All right. So he would raise a brow and then raise his eyes slightly. So what is it you're looking for?
Oh, I apologize. I didn't see you there. uh, I don't mean to be a bother, but I'm just trying to find things to kind of get by, particularly maybe some type of sword. A bow would be great if you have anything worth handing out. I didn't mean to be sneaky. Apologies.
And as you're sort of sputtering, his hammer strikes will become even more intense. And he'll sort of nod to one of the corners where there are many different types of swords on the wall.
She's gonna.
Everything from rapiers, long sword, short sword,
So the basics, but they're there.
saber. Yeah, they're all there.
She's gonna kind of look at him in awe and kind of look back at him. He's like, "Did you make all of these?"
Yeah. What I do.
These are exquisite. She's gonna take a rapier and a short
He'll just
sword
grunt.
and look for like a holster for them. Grabs a holster, and then she's gonna ask, as she's like trying to put everything away, she's gonna ask, by chance, do you have any bows and arrows?
He'll point to another corner, and they're sort of stuffed to the side as if they're. You can definitely tell that, despite everything being crowded and sort of thrown in wherever it can go, it is a rather messy forge, and all the weapons. It's as if they're just like, okay, finish one, throw it in a pile. So it seems like the swords, the bladed weapons, definitely have the most glory. So there are bows and arrows, but they seem shoved just the furthest in.
Is there any longbows or no?
Yes, there are longbows and short bows and crossbows.
Lovely. I'm gonna take a longbow, a few arrows, and I'm gonna see if I can find any more heavy crossbow bolts, because that's something I stole from that man who we murdered.
Mm-hmm.
And as soon as I kind of pack my stuff in the little compartments, she's just gonna be like, "Thank you. I'm sorry. What was your name?"
I didn't say my name, to you at least, but it's Reuven.
I'll be sure to repay you back once I can. Thank you. And then she's gonna sneak out there back to her little corner, and she'd go play with her new items. Probably put on that underwear.
Okay.
Oh, so it's after she left.
All right.
Yeah, she doesn't know people might sneak in, like, grab and go. Last time she
man.
stayed somewhere too long, she got caught, and that's why she was in jail. So
Fair enough. Yep.
All right. So, as you're messing around with your new toys, per se, where are you now?
If we say that happened in the evening, like, then she's just up there during the day, playing around with her stuff.
Okay, so she's up there. Okay, all right, cool. Yeah, so as you're messing with your things, eventually you will see Mayera approach, and she'll stand at the base of this set of stairs here and look up.
She's the one I'm trying to, like, not murder, but kind of murder? No.
She is the mother of the woman who you probably want to murder.
Oh, she's the one who helped us. Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she's gonna not pay attention to her. Not because she chooses. She's gonna act like she doesn't know she's there while she's trying to shoot these daggers in the same hole.
Okay. It was Kiko, wasn't it? And she'll call up.
Midway through throwing the next dagger, she kind of like bumbles a little, and then she looks down. She's like, yes? Who's asking?
It's Mayera.
She's gonna like look over and be like, "Oh, hey,
I picked you up from the sewers.
Yeah. Hold on one second.
Yes.
She's gonna jump down from her post.
Okay.
Do a little flip. Be all fancy like.
Ooh, well then roll me an acrobatics.
I'll be more than happy to do that for you, young lady. Ho-ho! Rolling. 23. That wasn't a nat, so that's good.
You reflexes like a cat.
Meow.
So with that impressive landing, Mayera sort of raises her brows. Well, now that I've finally found you, I should tell you I offered a mission to the rest of your party.
She kind of like nods her
The
head,
people
kind of to the
who
side.
escaped with you, that is.
Oh, I'm sorry. And you were looking for me to join them?
Yes, I was.
She's kind of look around like, is this a prank? Are you trying to kill me? Like, are you with the others who are like, fuck you, bitch?
Sorry.
You are apparently able-bodied, athletic.
Thank you.
You seem to have some kind of talent in you, I can tell. I'm not blind to that sort of thing.
Thank you.
The thing is, we need people like you and your party. People who are not just people of a mundane trade. There's nothing wrong with that, of course, but we need people with combat and espionage sort of skills.
Do you want somebody to be taken
And-
care of? Is that what you're asking?
I'm sorry, what?
Are you asking us to take care of someone? Quote unquote. And she does the whole like,
I'm not asking you to kill.
okay.
I'm not asking you to kill anyone. The mission that I offer to your fellows is that we have intelligence that there is someone, a maid from Elamon's castle, who saw something that was apparently so forbidden that she was to be arrested. She was not arrested. Instead, she has been cared for in one of our drop-off points, the Blackbird Inn, or the Blackbird Brothel. And it is a simple mission. Go to the Blackbird Brothel, retrieve her, bring her here. And whatever reward that you can name, it will be yours. We'll find a way to make it happen.
I know the Blackbird Brothel. Does that place sound familiar to me?
It does sound familiar. It is a place that you... that
Have
may have been
frequented?
and maybe frequented for business, let's say.
So I've accompanied certain people here.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds good. Cool. Sounds great. Lovely. She kind of like cocks her head to the side. She's like,
Mhm.
so if I take on this mission and we succeed, you will help me with something? Even if it's against your better judgment? From the looks of it?
A reward is a reward.
Well, if that's the
And
case,
I keep
then
my word.
I like you.
Looks uneasy as she says that, but she also looks earnest.
All right. Sure. I'll be happy to assist. I mean, you helped me. It's the least I can do. And after all, this reward is
Thank you.
very tantalizing.
Mm-hmm. Because Kirith, he won't say, but he apparently does have information on a certain someone that you seem to be eager to find.
Who was that?
I think you know who.
Oh no, I mean Kirithi. Which one is Kirithi?
Kirith.
Oh, pardon. Which
Kirith
one is he?
is... He's the tiefling, the large gentleman. Red hair, red skin.
Yes. Yes.
He was part of the parliament before Elamon began his crusade, if you will.
Yes. She nods her head, trying to be as polite as possible, but clearly she doesn't care, nor does she. Is it really going? It's really going through one ear, out the other.
Mm-hmm.
So, but you're saying
But anyways,
the tiefling has information about the person you think of.
Oh no.
yes,
Cool.
that is
The
what
red
he's
one.
told me.
Sorry.
Yeah, right. Thank you. Yeah, just let me know when it's mission time,
Welcome.
and I'll be happy to assist. And I'm gonna go look for redhead, Kirith, redhead tiefling,
Mm-hmm.
some type of
And mission
librarian.
time is whenever you are all ready to depart.
Cool. That's.
Yes.
She kind of like
Is
takes
that
a sigh
and many
of.
other things.
She kind of like takes a very deep sigh. She's like, I don't know if it was a good idea you hired all of us, but if you think it's for the best, I mean, I could just take this mission on my own.
Repayment. I'm being blunt. We need able people. We need able bodies. This information is important, and we need someone who can make it happen.
And I can assure you.
The fact that you managed to escape, well, that's...
Well, I mean, you're paying, so okay.
Mm-hmm.
Sure. Okay.
So,
I'm.
Kiko, I will leave you to your preparation.
Yeah. Thanks, Mira. Again, appreciate the information. 2 thumbs up.
Of course. And she'll turn slowly and walk away.
Kiko takes like the deepest sigh of not relief, but kind of like irritation. She's like, that bitch hired the entire group. This is not gonna go well. And she's gonna
I've
make
just
her
come
way
to accept that it's not going to go well.
Yeah, she makes her way to the front gates, and she's just gonna like kind of flip her one of her daggers in her hands, just like wait for the group. like waving her hand high to anyone who passes by. Bitch. And then she's just gonna be like middle finger, and then continues to. But she won't approach her. Oh no, she'd do it when
As
she's
the
not looking.
Avengers movie.
She'd do it when she's
Someone
not
has to
looking.
die in order for us to be united.
So who is she flipping off?
The same person she'd probably be flipping off when it's pregnant. But she only does it when she's not looking.
Okay.
Because
Yeah. Okay.
yeah, she wants to be civilized. She was also told not to be a bitch, so she's whatever. I'm getting the information I want, and I'm going to be going someplace comfortable, and I'm going to get food and be taken care of and pampered. This is great.
hmm So you would know that. You know what? I'll just send a message to you in a second. But yeah.
Lovely.
So as far as Via, she is sort of out of your line of sight,
For the
but
best.
she yeah.
We both know where we are, but we just don't want to mix and mingle.
But if you are, yeah. If
Yeah.
you are going to seek out Kirith, he is sort of standing in the or he's kind of set up a spot here, forging papers for everybody.
No, she's gonna go look for him after. She figures go to the place she's most familiar with, get this mission over with, see if she can get information there, and then if she doesn't, then she'll hound the tiefling. If he's alive. Hopefully
Okay.
he'll be alive when they get back.
All right.
My baby.
All right,
Dragon
so
background.
yep. So it is mission time is whenever you all convene. There will be the wagon will be provided to you guys. Let me just turn that around.
I'm sorry. I need to go and get my cloak back. This is one thing
Yeah,
I would have
you're
done before.
She'll be by the door.
Yeah.
Okay. And yeah, after I got my own papers, and that's really about it.
So you see me at the gate.
Yeah, once I get my flute ready and I see that others are ready, I think he finishes getting. He definitely gets the paperwork, definitely gets the cloak and gloves and the flute and guy's kit, and I think he'd ask for like some gold in case something comes up, but like check in with people and like maybe Foldred, maybe somebody else. I'm not sure who go to with that question. He's like,
I'm sorry,
I don't
what's your
think
question?
any of us.
I was typing something.
Oh yeah, you're good. I think he'd ask around and see. It's like, can we get like some gold? Because like we're fresh out of prison, and I don't think maybe Quandary has some, but I don't think any of the rest of us have any gold at all. And in case something comes up,
Yeah.
it might be best to be
Mhm.
prepared.
Yeah. Yep. When it comes to gold, each of you would be provided. Let's see. Let me roll for this actually.
Actually, I do remember now that he did some gold because of the Quandary in his game that they played the previous night.
But yeah. Yeah, so with the wagon and all the other resources you can need, papers, disguises, all that stuff, each of you would be provided 25 gold.
Sweet. Nice. All right. If you need anything else, Kiko, don't you want to have clothing to wear underneath that cloak? I guess I also don't know if you're wearing it.
Yeah, I'm like, yeah, what do you mean? Are you a perv?
Okay.
She kind of like covers herself up. I'm like, I didn't think you to be a perv.
You should wear clothing.
I am right.
What season is it?
It is
like summer,
early spring,
fall?
like really it's like that really rainy Still chilly time of year.
If I remember correctly, we're also in like a cold area. Like, aren't you cold?
What does it matter? I'm comfortable. What does it matter to you? I appreciate you caring, but I'm quite comfy, thank you. If you're uncomfortable, you can tell me.
I'm gonna grab something like a dress or something before we go. It's just in case, just because you're probably gonna get called out in one way or another. You're probably going to get
Cool.
called out
It's a dress?
for that.
Yeah.
Cool. She's
Grabs,
taking it apart.
some dress.
Ooh,
She rips it
whoa.
up. And she's like rope scraps. Lovely. I appreciate it. And she stuffs it in her bag. Are we ready to go?
Ton of time. Why? Why do you do this?
Oh, what? You gave me great. This is great fabric. Thank you. Like, I can strangle like a good few people with this. Thanks.
I think he just stares blankly and kind of just resigns to going up. I'm not gonna win this debate
Again,
with
if
her.
you're the one uncomfortable, you need to let me know that. But if you're not saying anything, I'm ready to go when you are.
So you're planning on keeping that thing?
Oh, you're joining us. Thank you for the cloak. I appreciate it. It's very cozy. Am I not supposed to keep it? Did you want it back? Because I could give it back to you. It's fine.
Pulls out a little book and just makes a small check mark. Closes it again.
Oh no! Here, you can have it. And she's gonna take it off and give it to him. And she's just got underwear on.
Do you want maybe another cloak?
No, it's
Or are
okay.
you just going to rip that up too?
She takes the scraps that you gave her and just ties it over her bosom, so it looks. So her bosom.
A little bit more covered.
Is this better?
I'll put it to you this way: you can keep that, or I can burn it. But go ahead and choose.
Well, that's a waste of good material. And then she just puts the cloak back on.
All right then.
That is I think if you have been wearing that all night, that may be a little unsanitary for other people to wear. And probably for you to wear too.
Again, you care a lot
That's just
about
superstition.
sanitation, considering we just got
none
out
of you
jail.
know about germs or diseases or anything.
She kind of looks
Do
at
you just
Echo
make up words?
like, does he forget how long we were in jail for? That's the least of my fucking worries.
I
I didn't get
man.
completely unamused. Very indifferent.
She's not surprised that that's the face you're giving, but she's gonna be like, yeah, no, she gets it. So, are we done with this little hoo-ha, and can we go? Girl wants a reward. She really wants to get out of here. Unless you all had some more kissy faces to me.
What do
Well, that's
he gives a look what do you mean by that?
She kind of just shrugs. And she's like, you guys take care of your quote-unquote germ issues, and I'll be in the cart. And she just hops in the cart. Starts trying to talk to the guy in who's driving the car. Be like, hey, so you're taking us here? Cool. Have you been there before? How's the roads these days? Well, that's nice. Oh, have you been this little town that sells the corn? It's really close. It's really good. If you're not going to join us at the brothel, you should go.
Maxim actually leans over to Echo and says, is it just me or has she changed a lot since our time in prison?
I try to ignore her as much as possible. I wouldn't
That
know if
checks.
she changed.
That tracks, I suppose. I'm getting it now.
With the roll of her eyes, she's gonna jump in the cart.
And Kiko, And Kiko, there is no one driving at this point. It is up to
Oh,
you
okay.
guys to choose if you want
She's
a
talking to
driver.
herself.
So I'm talking to the horses.
Oh, is Echo doing it, or is Echo doing the driving, or is she getting up there, or she's staying in the back?
I'll do the driving. I'll just get up front.
I don't know how to
Take the
drive.
reins.
This is gonna be interesting. Let's do this.
Maxim, I think, would also like to sit up in the front, given the events of what has happened.
I'm down for sitting in the back.
I'm good with chilling in the back.
Oh,
As you guys are loading up, Kirith would have run up to you guys with a last finishing touch on the papers, and like effortlessly, he just crawls up onto the wagon. One more thing before you go, I almost forgot. And he takes the papers, and he had stamped them with wax. And it's like he has this little tiny stylus in his hand, and he sort of carves into the wax a little bit, like just fixing a tiny detail. I almost forgot that. Now you're ready to go.
Rubber stamps. What is this? What you have had there?
Well, recently the stamp changed ever so slightly, and I doubt any regular guards would notice. But there's always that possibility.
That is a fair thing. Is,
Aye.
out of curiosity, is this a recent change, or is this how recent?
As far as I know, within the last week.
Hmm.
It does tend to change every so often. Elamon is tightening security on these types of things, so I suggest that while you do have the paper, it is a shield, a very thin one, but you must be careful how you use it.
It would not be good if that falls into the wrong, suspicious eyes.
Aye, so you'll have to be careful, lad. All of you. I know this seems like a simple mission, but
That's literally
there
what
is
they told
nuance
us
to
this
it.
was going to be.
Do you have any?
The Blackbird Inn,
Hmm?
the Blackbird Brothel, if you have not been, it can be a rough place. Now, my father, he is the one that you will meet. He is the one called the Lame Fox. So, need not worry about him. You'll know him when you see him. That's for sure.
I take it. And Maxim points to the horns, his own horns.
No, actually. And then he
Ah.
points to his red hair.
Ah,
I actually don't know of whether he's my blood father or not. There's no way of knowing given his occupation, but he raised me.
Maxim gives a nod.
Go is not looking at him. Period.
So-
She's just like,
And he would jump off the wagon. Are you all ready to go?
As will ever be, I guess.
Yes.
Alright. Then the best of luck to you.
Thank you for your assistance. I hope to see you soon.
And I the same. And he backs up to let you guys go.
Okay, now a question just popped in my head that could come up, but now I don't know if it's an appropriate time to ask. It seems like things are resolved.
I mean, if you want to ask, you can.
We could say that it was asked earlier. He wanted to know if there's any like local news in the area that would be good for them to know, since they've been out of touch with what's been going on. Exactly.
As far as local news, the The fact that there's been a breakout at the prison has actually been kept pretty hush-hush. It's not been a published piece of news. It seems as if it's been suppressed.
People don't want people to know some very scary fugitives have gotten loose from the very scary prison.
We're not all that scary, Maxim
As
would
far as-
say,
Have you
As
seen
far as
ignoring everybody
I
else.
have done nothing wrong.
Zimzu has gone on a horrible murder spree.
Yeah, I
They're
feel
trying
like
to keep quiet.
Zimzu,
Zimzu
Echo.
is
I
definitely
mean,
causing chaos somewhere.
yeah, he's probably burnt down the brothel we're going to.
Yeah, there's a decent chance of that, actually.
He wouldn't look. I'm not saying he did it on purpose. I'm just saying maybe he was trying to help some people escape.
Sure, he found some pretty ladies, and then he tried to get away, and they're like, no. So he's like, I might as well burn the place down. Run away.
Look,
Yeah,
they
Jack.
can't keep you here if there's no here to keep you.
Like that's the Zimzu I was looking for.
The one we know and love.
Guys, I'm being silent. I'm just trying to make sure I send some things.
You're good, you're good.
Good.
You're good. You're good. You're all good.
Or are you?
I have
Are you
files
good?
within files, but I don't know. Am I good?
Or
That's why
are
I'm
you
trying to
evil?
crack the whip on myself and try to make this go a bit faster. Trying to not lose the detail, but make it go faster, I guess. Trying to
No,
make sure
you're
it
doing
doesn't
great.
drag.
You're doing great.
You're alright, you're alright.
Okay. Where's that art?
I imagine it being a
Yeah.
very awkward carriage ride. Or cart ride.
Nobody.
I mean, here's the
cares.
thing.
I mean, unless you could.
I was driving, right?
You are in charge. So.
Yeah.
Or was
Maxim,
it?
I think, is watching just to know. He's kind of interested in parts like this. Or, like, he's keeping his mind occupied. I think you learn pretty quickly. But he is also
Yeah, like-
interested in this.
I mean, he'll try and keep conversation if he feels like that's what you want, unless you're trying to like go for a quiet trip. You'll also notice he's not looking. He's sitting sideways. He's not looking at the road, but he's following the path.
Yeah, the bird, though, I imagine.
You can't currently see it.
Fair enough. Interesting. Yeah, he'll maintain a conversation. Part of which I think one of the things that he'll see if he can learn about is how he got involved, or like some of his past. But I assume he's not going to be super sherry about that. But particularly like how he got involved with this group, this rebel group. If he has any personal stake or if it's all just business, because I think he did hear that he was a mercenary. Is still there?
How do you phrase it?
The country, I am. Am I saying that right? Is it country or is it another pronunciation?
Quadri, quadri, hey you, works.
Got any unwanted names I should know about?
Less of them. He just looks back at the people riding back there. It's like none of them repeatable and polite company.
Yeah, I see. Well, I admit I'm curious about how you came to be working with the rebels back there. I'll admit that I think I've got a pretty good idea of your sort of current motivations. I'm curious about if there's anything deeper or any deeper reason on why you are working with this faction.
Well, Okay. That question cut out halfway through. I'm sorry.
Oh, I'm sorry. I am curious on why you are working with this group here, or if you have any personal stake, or if this is all just business, or what your motivation for all this might be. If you don't mind sharing, of course.
That's not a secret, I don't think. No, I don't think it is. It's info. They're gonna help me out with something. I help them out with something. And at the end of the day, hopefully we both get what we want. I've got a few scores to settle, and I got a promise to keep.
It's understandable. A promise. Is this to somebody there? Somebody before? Or
Oh, I got more than a few of them to keep, but the one I'm currently talking about, no, it's nothing. It's nobody back there. It's somebody else.
I see.
So you're a refugee, just like the rest of us.
I guess she was
No.
listening in.
Well,
Just
I mean, you guys are
you
talking
notice that
about
you'll notice he's completely turned his back to like steering and like doing it one-handed. No,
Do you want a
none of
hand
that.
with that? Or are you good?
Are we not going fast enough? Hold on, and I'll just really quickly and see if it goes faster.
So
Obviously, the speed isn't good.
How far are we from the brothel? I have no idea where we are.
Several. You are in the country sort of north of Osney. You are. How do I put it? Let's see. I'd say you're probably like by wagon 4-hour ride from the city, so it's a long road ahead of you.
It is going to be a while.
No, for the time being, that's really about me. I'm just here doing a little work for a little work, and just trying to get some things going. I'm assuming all of you. Well, no, actually, all of you you were busted out of the place, but you made the mistake coming here without knowing what it was. How'd that work out for you?
I mean, no one's dead, I think. Whatever happened to the other fellow?
Seems like he probably left before entering into our area.
A smart one then. Or he was just bored. Or maybe he was wounded and no one noticed and he just fell down and died.
Well, that's
I don't think it was that. I think we would have noticed if he fell out. I think he probably snuck out when we were distracted. Either that or he passed out with impeccable timing. Which, to be fair, I wouldn't put past him from what I do know of him.
What do you know of him and each other? Then I heard you broke out, but have you been in there long? Were you in there just recently? How did you all come together for that little breakout?
I suppose you were the only one not there. That is understandable. Does anyone else
I'm not
want
gonna
this
lie.
note, or should I?
If I knew things about how you broke out, I'd still ask. Just double check the information, and I wouldn't want to weird you out this early on.
weird us out. That's cute.
We have had a weird time, I'd say. It was torture for anybody that had any magical ability. And I was there for about a year since the mandates came through. I was a revolutionary, not unlike Fulford himself. Though quick I was to find that it was not fruitful. Well, I trusted the wrong person. And it meant going into that place. So I am not in a rush to go back there. I want to help with this revolution that is started, but I will ensure I am not going to go back to that place.
Well, here's to hoping you get to keep that promise.
Thank you.
I am quite surprised you guys were able to keep Miss Quiet over here with the group. Nah, I know you're not going to answer me, but I'm still going to ask. What are you doing here? I thought you'd be long gone as soon as we got out.
She certainly tried.
And
Well, she's more than welcome to try when we get there. You know, with no resources, 2 different groups of people after her now, just for the fact that she knows where that place is and that she just busted out of the joint. I'm sure she'll be fine.
she kind of looks at Echo to see if she has anything to add. Like, she kind of looks at her and looks at the boys, and she's like, "These guys convinced you to stay? Stop it."
I think it was necessity, I think. I know that they didn't do it.
Promised information for doing one
There you
job.
go.
And so here I am.
She
Well,
shares.
it could be easy one. Let's go get it done and one step closer for all of you. I hope none of you die.
Thank you. You too.
I just want to get this over with. Are we even going in the right way?
That is a good question.
You hear
Do you
him-
know the way to
You hear him
this
whistle. You hear him whistle very loudly, and then from the very high in the sky, you'll hear a very audible caw before a bird just dives down on his shoulder. Yes. We're going the right way.
place? Admittedly, I have not been to this place. Do any of you have any experience with this place and what we might expect?
Chico looks at Echo like, "Are you from there? Because you pretty hot, Chico." No, she just looks at Echo.
That's entirely what she does. Yeah, that's all.
Look, she would have tried to get in her pants a long time ago, but Echo made it clear he wasn't interested.
So I'm just gonna
Correct.
ask. Did you just ask her if she works at the brothel we're going to?
No, she didn't
Just to
ask.
clarify, not judgment.
She didn't ask. She just looks at Echo, waiting for her to answer if she's gonna answer.
She doesn't ask. She assumes.
I'm assuming I don't. I'm not familiar with this place. Is that correct?
Actually, hold on. I should just copy and paste. I should have
It's
sent all this to
actually
you.
your favorite bar.
I
You just
I
never
don't
go
know.
past
There
the
was
bar part.
a chance,
You're
but I
home away
didn't
from-
know.
You're home away from home.
Hold on. Let me type out some things for you.
Perfect.
Yeah, no one knows it, but this place is actually also a gambling den, and you just never go past that part.
That tracks.
I mean, if it's already a brothel, right?
I mean, that's the best kind of cover.
Regardless of whatever it is Echo knows, she doesn't answer you guys.
Can I do an insight check on her?
You can certainly
I will
try.
do my.
Yeah.
I'm doing my own insight check on this just because I think it's. Oh, great!
Oh, dirty 20. God damn it, guys, we can't get into a fight today.
Yes! Oh my god, I did it! Unnatural 0.
Wait,
Wait,
unnatural 0? Oh wait, no. Unnatural 0 would be
0.
possible.
Wonderful.
That
Nice.
natural 1 minus
Keep going,
1
fight.
on that inside of questioning. You are Echo is an enigma.
Kiko, I think when you ask Echo if she's familiar with this place, there's nothing like visible on her face, but you do see like her arms are crossed
Body
and like the
language?
grip on her arms just kind of tightens slightly.
So there's a reaction of some
There
sort.
is a reaction of some sort.
She might. So as far as I know, she may never have been there, but for whatever reason, the name has given a reaction. She's a runaway. That's how she got caught. She tried to get away. She owed some debts. I understand. But Kiko just looks at Echo and sees her like the little movements, and she just kind of like, she doesn't look long enough to make it seem like she's paying attention, and like turns away and she's like, nope, never been.
Really?
Have you?
Me? No, this conversation was saying I had no experience with it.
Sorry, wasn't paying attention.
That is understandable.
So
So
we're all
what are
going in
we
blind?
going in blind then?
Cool. Who are we
Should
trying to
fast
save again?
forward.
Some sheep? Are we looking for a sheep?
A maid, I believe. One of
Maid.
Illiman's, I believe.
Yep. A maid.
I'm just gonna look directly at Maximus. Like, I'm just gonna assume you're maybe one of the only, looking at Echo, maybe one of the only ones who are actually gonna try and do something helpful. I'm assuming you remember the code, right?
Yes.
There's a
No,
code?
Oh man.
I'm
You
sorry.
are.
I was just told
Worse-
that we're looking for something and someone. We find
We
something?
are. We're actually looking for a bird, and this bird is it's a messenger bird. It's special. It'll come to us. It'll know when the time is, and we'll just need someone to be like the watch the bird is going to come to. Now, whoever this person is selected on our group will need to stay in one place very quietly and wait for it. I don't know who it's going to be yet, but one of us needs to be selected. It's super important, this job.
So then
Very select.
What's the reason for all of us to be going there?
Because some of us need to go in, and once we get the message, we'll need to do what the message says. That's when the rest of us come in. But this first part, this crucial part,
I recommend
part
we
comes down to
scope
one
out this tavern before we should scope out this tavern before we try and initiate.
But are we not waiting
This-
for a bird outside?
We are. And I'm just nudging Maxim in the ribs. We are, and we'll discuss that when we get there.
Okay. So we're
Yes,
going to.
we will
We know
discuss
that
this.
the area, the bar is
Later
where
time.
we're gonna wait.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure because I didn't get.
It's probably gonna be fine. Just
He is. Sorry. He was side-eyeing Maximus, side-eyeing him. Like he also knows that he can't see this, but he is giving him a bit of a side eye. Like, what are you planning?
he's whispering to you in Infernal.
You have piqued my attention.
We need at least one distraction. I think she's as natural born as we're going to find.
That may not be a bad idea. Returning in Infernal. That
Yeah. No, I know. I heard
is
you.
a bad idea. She may even be a bit of distraction if she does not know what is going on, and seeing as I think she may not be interested in the first place. That
I'm more afraid she'll say something we don't want people hearing and possibly make the job harder.
yes, I do. Echo, I don't know if we can entirely trust,
Echo,
but I think that
will-
she
no, Echo
has
won't
the
go
ability
against
to be
this.
subtle.
I don't know if she'll
is
help,
in,
but she won't
in the
try to. She won't be a hindrance. I don't know how her form of help will come, but she does want this to succeed to get what she wants.
The entire time you guys are talking, she's like looking at you both with a big face. They're probably talking about, like, she's just excited. She's looking at you both like, oh, you guys are cute. You've made.
We got a secret language already.
I'm just gonna turn to you, and then Celestial say like, "I think there's a good chance you're gonna be the chosen one."
She also doesn't speak Celestial, so she's like, pretty words.
It is because the Celestial, the one I'd imagine here, is like almost like a singing kind of thing.
Ethereal. Yeah, she's like, ooh. Cool. So we're gonna go save a maid by finding a bird.
The bird is going to give us all the information we need when we get the maid.
Cool.
But we need to get to this little brothel place because that's where we'll know when the time hits right.
It doesn't sound. So, what was the point of the password? You mentioned something about a password.
That's more for when we get in there and we'll just start talking to people. We're more like the distraction while we wait for the other people. It's fine. It'll be fine.
She kind of shrugs. She's like, I don't really get it. I mean, so long as you guys know what's going on.
Yes.
She looks at Echo to see if, like, she's making any type of faces.
Alright, let's hope this doesn't go horribly wrong.
Do either of you
Alright, so
need to speak of anything that may be
it's
useful?
not dark yet, but oh yeah, you guys are still planning. Go ahead, do your thing.
Sorry. What
That was kind of taking it. That was kind of taking it in a different direction because I wasn't sure how long we wanted to remain on this. But he was going to ask if there's any abilities or talents that you guys have that may be useful to the mission.
I am as human can be, so take that as you will.
I see you grabbed a longbow. Are you proficient with it?
If you're asking if I can use it, yes.
Yes, that is right. It's about to, yeah.
You ask a lot of weird questions.
I am a weird person. He says kind of flatly.
I apologize.
Is Echo remaining kind of stoically
Absolutely.
silent?
Yeah, she's not giving no fucks. She's like, I just need to get there. Guys need to shut up.
Yeah. You know what? After dealing with 6 years of both you guys and Zimzu, she's learned how to zone people out.
Me. 6 years
You know,
of
that's a
me,
useful
1 year
skill.
of those two.
True. But still, that's
Only half a year of
Enough.
Zimzu, but that's like
enough.
12 years worth of Kiko. Half a year of Zimzu is worth like 12 years of
Remember,
Kiko.
Kiko like learned. She shut up like by the fourth
Kiko
year.
learned
Exactly.
relatively quickly. But yeah, she has
Yeah,
learned how to
she's-
just zone
Zimzu
all of you
had-
guys out.
Entire conversations with you guys, even when you weren't there paying attention. Like when
Yeah.
you got left, taken for torture, the conversations continued.
The conversations with
Yeah,
Echo
that-
were really weird because it really felt like he knew her. It was a little eerie
Echo was really weirded out by everything, I bet.
sometimes.
Like he kept referring to Echo in the third person and in the second person, which is weird because
Which
he
is
kept calling you the Echo, then the third one.
Yeah, Zimzu's conversations threw her for a loop.
A weird prophecy of how you'd ascend
Alright,
to
so are
God.
you ready to
I'm ready to keep going.
are you guys ready to enter town?
Yes. How quickly can we fuck this up?
Okay.
Instantly.
Alright, we'll see. I have things quote planned. I'm going to fly by the seat of my pants for this because I'm really excited to see what you guys do. Because no matter what I think you might do, or what I kind of want you to do, your thing's probably going to be more glorious and interesting. So, you know, that's how we're going to operate. So, as you enter the city of Osney, The sky is starting to darken. It's not getting dark yet, but it's the sun is on the decline. And it's a very cool night. It's kind of cloudy up above, and that's sort of aiding into sort of create this premature darkness as it settles across the city. And going through town, people they throw glances at you just as any pedestrian might on the street. They don't pay you much mind. Thankfully, nobody asked to stop you for any tolls or inspections. You're just able to go on your way as you please, especially as you get into the slums, which is where the docks and this brothel are. Let me switch maps here. Idoop. Okay. And so, even if you have never been here, you would understand that this is a very sketchy part of town. That this is a place where just crime, bad things happen. It's up to your own judgment to figure what sort of things might happen here. But the Blackbird Brothel is quite a large building. The outside kind of looks dingy. It looks just as sort of dark and uninviting on the outside as the rest of the buildings. It doesn't really present itself as anything quite special on the outside, at least. There's a wooden sign that squeaks on its hinges above in the breeze that sort of threatens to rain. So here you are at the outside of the establishment.
I just realized, did we get a description of or a name for this person that we're supposed to be finding?
Yep, just the password.
No, you're simply supposed to ask around the password.
Fair enough. Alright, well, is there anything we should do before heading in? Should we give it a once over? He kind of says, looking at Quandary.
If you'd like. I think I'm just gonna go in.
I guess let's go in then.
All right.
He's gonna wait until
So
the other
as you
two
guys
go
are
in.
walking in, the
Sorry.
inside.
I was just gonna say because
okay.
Kiko and Echo had not said
I
anything
was
yet,
gonna say
so he
Echo
was
was gonna
wait.
definitely wait to go in last.
Okay. Then I imagine that there's like an awkward look, and then Maxim will go in, kind of watching you. Then.
There's that look of like Echo's looking at you, then the door, then you, then the door, and then she cocks an out like an eyebrow as if telling you like, "What are you waiting for?"
He almost mirrors. Like, don't you want to go inside?
After you.
Alrighty then. He says kind of suspiciously as he walks through the door. Holds it open for her like a gentleman. Sorry.
Okay.
We made this
So,
into a bigger thing, I think, than
as
it
you
needed
enter.
to be. Sorry.
Okay. So, as you enter the Blackbird Brothel, the inside is nothing like the outside. Where the outside was cold and gray and dingy, the inside has this almost rosy, rather cozy atmosphere. There's a smell of beer but also of sweat and just even a smell of perfume, very potent. Not very skillfully made, but very potent perfume. And so all these smells sort of mingle together in this very rich and raw, and I suppose to some putrid sort of odor. And it just kind of hits you as you walk through the door. And just inside the door, and to the side, there is this Aldride.
This what woman did you say?
Holdra. That's at least the race that I'm
Okay.
calling her.
Okay.
Holdra.
Okay.
Yep.
Just making sure I heard that right.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
It didn't,
Holdra.
because I heard Voltra
And-
at first, but that's Voltra.
And as soon as you walk in, she gives this almost jackal-like smile, and she will bow slightly and sort of slowly flutter her eyelashes. Good evening, good evening. How may I be of service?
We are travelers, and we are wishing to have a bit of time to unwind after a long day of travel. So, kind of turns to
You
the
certainly
others.
can get that here.
Did Kiko not go inside?
So which
Oh,
of
she's
you
outside.
just which of you just
Freezing
went in?
birds.
Maxim, you were holding the door for Echo, right?
I think
Or-
Quandary was the first, then Echo wanted to go last and make sure that she went last, and Maxim was gonna wait as well. So Kiko, I also
They
don't
did
know
a-
if you also wanted to wait or
I'm outside. You said
Yeah,
you
they
needed
did
a bird.
back and forth thing. Yeah, she's outside. I specifically said that to see if I could keep her outside.
Yeah, you guys said that there's a bird that needed to be seen or caught or something. So she's like, I
Okay,
guess I'll be
then
the
why
bird
did you
for
go inside?
Kiko?
Okay.
Kiko never went inside.
No.
Yeah, no, Kiko didn't.
Quandary, I guess we didn't have much chance to talk about it and make a plan on what that was going to be. So are you just planning
I
on
just
leaving
did
her
that to
outside?
distract her. Yes, that was my plan.
Yeah, I thought that was the whole plan. You guys didn't want her to
Okay.
be involved. So she's like, I'm outside waiting for this bird. And that's what she's doing. Because she doesn't know anything
It's like,
what this plan is.
well, I was very much afraid because in brothels, literal ears everywhere. And that's the one place you can buy information from most people.
On this girl literally at the front of the door literally has ears for days. I'm teasing, but no, like it fits. Ears and yeah. So Kiko's still outside, but everybody else just walked in.
Unless
I
Echo
don't know
goes
how
on.
long did your guys
Not
thing take the whole door? Like I would have just walked
Oh,
straight in.
I don't think it was too long.
Door. I'm realizing your pain. DMs.
It's a
Doors
door.
are-
Congratulations.
It's a door. We'll
You
go
got
in
it.
or out.
Doors.
Also,
Got
if
it.
you want to just make your little party nervous, just every once in a while, just ask them what the marching order is.
Yeah, that's always terrifying.
Yeah,
Mm.
yeah, that's
There you
definitely
go.
a way to make Nessis
No
fun.
reason, nothing to worry about. Just need to know.
Well, even
who's
if it's
walking
just
blades
like a minor
first.
reason, because sometimes it could just be a minor reason, but it'll definitely mess with your players' heads.
I mean, it really can be a story thing. Like, okay, there's someone here who might recognize one of you, and I need to know the order you came in to see when the reaction is triggered.
Yeah.
Is a spy here that's going to recognize one of you as one of your backstory NPCs here? Who knows?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm assuming it's me then. Was it Maxim or was it Echo who went in second?
I think Maxim, because Maxim would have he was just kind of trying to do that subtly, but Echo, I think, is not subtle. So he
No.
would go in and keep an eye on
It's
her.
not subtle, and I don't see her like backing down unless if this
No,
starts to
I
become
think
a competition.
I think she would have made this into a fight if Maxim did not go.
There might
That's
have
what
been a
Here he is.
shove.
Yeah,
There
shove,
might have
and
been
then
what do we call a subtle grapple? To see who can like literally arm bar the
it's
other
like an
person in first.
arm grab. Yeah,
It's a hug.
toss,
Yeah.
toss into the.
It's you first, no, you on the little arm bars.
Yeah,
I
let's
also
go
have
with that point.
no doubt that Echo probably could literally just pick up and throw Maxim with one arm.
Maybe. I don't
So,
know.
Maybe,
Who's in?
maybe not no
Who's out?
doubt, but a
Who's
little
standing
doubt.
at the threshold?
I think all
Who's
of us are
outside?
in, and
Pretty
Kiko's
sure
out.
I think
Kiko.
it's as depicted in the
Yeah.
Owlbear.
Kiko is outside.
All right.
Okay. Give me just a second. I'll be right back, guys.
So are you good to continue, or
Oh yeah, it's getting close. We can stop here because this is a good place to stop as well.
yeah, this might be? I think she's already gone, but you can bring that up when she gets back.
Poor Kiko.
Or apparently I was being too loud.
Oh,
Well, if you
I got my
want to
headphones on
stop
and
here,
I talk way louder than I think I am. No, we're here, we're here.
well, just because this could be a decent jumping off point, or we can keep going.
it's your
You
call.
keep going until we hit a
No,
deep
this seems
cliff.
let's play this a bit.
All right, all right. So yeah,
Okay.
yeah, I think
So-
Maxim mentioned that we are travelers, and we are wishing to unwind a little bit, and then seeing how the other two people that are in here react to all that.
Mm-hmm.
He looks at you just a bit quizzically before he does his own. Just looking to meet up old friend here. Not sure when they'll arrive, but for now, I guess I'll bide my time and see what this place does. I've never actually been here before. New place should be exciting.
Oh, well. If you've never been here before, then I must say, it's about time. We have only the most, shall we say, invigorating workers here.
Chicken, wow.
Just saying that from the window.
She's like face into the window. I know.
I could see it.
She's like sitting on the barrels.
God, I'm
And this
imagining her
woman will
pressing
sort
her ear
of
up.
throw a she will sort of throw this it's sort of a not confused but sort of intrigued look at Echo, but then that'll just the fact that she's walked in with you guys, that look is going to travel amongst all of you.
Yeah, this is an interesting party to hit a Bravo.
Certainly. But looking at the other parties, it seems a similar amount of interesting. Maxim would like. Ooh, yeah, sorry. Go on.
Yeah, go ahead.
He's gonna scan the room for any red-haired fellows.
So, as far as
Perception check?
red-haired people goes,
Yeah.
yeah, go ahead.
Let's see. What's my bonus? Why am I forgetting my perception bonus? I should have that stapled to my forehead. There we go. 17 total.
17. All right, so you would notice that there are some red-headed guards. As far as whether they're prison guards or just city guards, you can't really tell from here, but at one end, there are some red-headed guards. And then there is a red-headed halfling barmaid at the counter. but there appears to be no red-headed fellows other than them around at the moment.
Interesting.
So the holder woman looks at each of you again and sort of tosses her hair. Is there anything in particular that you're looking for? We have ladies, gentlemen, whatever your fancy is.
Maxim, I think, if anybody's looking at him, he's a little kind of contemplative, maybe a little zoned out, but a little uncomfortable. Kind of not necessarily the not necessarily in the obvious sense of like, oh no, we're at a brothel, but more in just like in like a more reserved sort of sense. Like there's something a little off. But yeah. He tries to shake it off pretty quickly after that.
And she'll reach out and just sort of pet the collar of Maxim's coat. Oh, darling, you seem so intense. There's no reason for that. You can fix that in a jiffy.
He did when I did the same thing? What the fuck?
Huh?
Sorry. Didn't realize I was
Flashbacks
not
to
on
her
mute.
brothel episode.
Does she reach for him, or does she do anything physical? Yeah. Does she like grab him or touch him?
She reaches out and sort of slowly pets the. Yes, she very slowly reaches out and pets the lapel of his coat, or cloak, I guess I should say.
Yeah. I think with that again, he yeah, I rolled for it, and I think he winces at that a little bit, but I think he's not quite as overt as he was last time this happened. And he kind of lets her do this, but I think what he's trying to do is be as stoic as he can, but he's like, I think he's making a bit of a weird face or something like that. Like, It's moved back into the first uncomfortable for the moment. The more obvious sense of, oh no, we're here.
Yeah, Quadra's just gonna sigh a little bit. And gonna step up a little bit more and just ask, not like I said, first time here, so I'm not sure what you do exactly, but I'll go to an oldie but goodie a friend of mine told me once. Have me your best masseuse, your best conversationalist, and a bit of fruit on the side. I'm feeling peckish. And we'll see where things go from there.
Very well. It is 5 gold an hour, I will say, for all those services.
I'll reduce to 5 gold.
She'll reach out her hand and take it for putting it in a pouch and stuffing it between her, stuffing it in her cleavage. Safest place there is. And she will call over a dark-haired woman. Eileen will take care of you.
He'll bow both our hostess and this newcomer before he turns to Max and just says, play the part at least until we're done. Come now. If not. Sorry, I meant to say loosen up, not stiffen up. That just make it worse.
Yeah, that's the opposite of what's supposed to happen. I think as she's calling the woman over, Maxim wants to kind of butt in. I think, like, I'll let you know, beneath the surface, he is kind of seeing a bit of an opportunity. Things haven't gone super well, but he's seeing an opportunity. Kind of still in that, like, awkward face, he kind of quietly leans in and whispers to this woman, "Do you have any maids that service this area around here?" You know, for
Maids.
you know.
We don't have any maids who visit, but you can tell she's kind of skirting around the question.
Is Maxim, I will say, is trying to do his best at like making it look like this is a genuinely like he's trying to now playing the role of he's moved into playing the role of an awkward guest
First timer.
trying to make an awkward request. Just hope that helps.
Perhaps if someone willing to
Okay.
take on the role of a maid for him.
Oh, well, if that's what you're looking for,
Yeah.
certainly
I think
we do cater to that dynamic.
with that sort of response, Maxim trying to play it up is gonna like kind of give her like a almost like a very like mouth agape sort of stare. Let me roll for something. I think he will, in the eye that is away from this woman, kind of turning away as he looks over at Echo. He's gonna wink, and then kind of turn back, kind of cheeks flushed and everything, kind of like looking down. If you could.
And she'll just whistle, and a blonde woman who's up here, sort of dancing on one of the tabletops. She has this very bubbly energy to her, and as soon as she's called for, she will hop down. "I'm coming." "Well, madam, what do you have for me?" "Oh, well, look at these cuties. Oh my goodness. Where'd you pick these up from?" And so Aline, the dark-haired woman, and Nin, the blonde woman, they'll both sort of cuddle up to Maxim and Quadri, respectively. And just immediately, Aline will lead Quadri off to a room of his own. Find it. Okay, over here. And then the madam will turn to Maxim. Do you think she will fulfill your desires?
Maxim's gonna turn, still trying to maintain this sort of facade and all act and all that, which still, I think he's a little awkward, genuinely, but he's trying to make sure that it comes across in a certain way at this point. He's gonna kind of look her up and down, and I'd like to. I'm not sure entirely what role this would be, but he's gonna try and see if this is the type of person that could have been employed by Elamon in that sort of role that we know they were. That our Mark was in. I don't know if that would be like. I guess maybe see if, like, personality-wise, she could have been a maid, or like She definitely seems like maybe she's in a different energy. I don't know. I don't know what this would be exactly.
He's trying to stereotype what a maid would be like.
Mhm.
Absolutely.
Okay,
don't
I see
know.
what you're getting
Yeah,
at. Does she
he's just
seem
like,
to
I don't
have?
know what a maid
Maxon
would be like.
knows more about this
she-
than I do, I'm sure.
Yeah, I see what you're looking at. You're trying to gauge whether she might be the woman who is basically avoided imprisonment and is hiding out in a brothel. You're trying to figure
Doesn't
out if
seem like
this
she
could be
has
the
something to
person.
hide, yeah.
Mm-hmm. You can go ahead and roll an
Trying
insight
to
check.
Sherlock this shit. Shit. That's that might say.
Mm-hmm.
Insight is gonna be. There it is. There it is. That one. Admittedly,
And
a
that
6.
one.
I mean, she's female. She could
A
be a maid.
6?
Yeah.
This is in
So,
fact a person.
But
with a
she's not a
6.
butler.
We did say that we were looking for a
Mhm.
girl, so
Oh man.
She is wearing a little headband. She is female, and she doesn't seem too intelligent. Like I said, she seems very bubbly, very almost like an airhead. Like she doesn't have a whole lot going on upstairs.
Yeah, Maxim's just gonna awkwardly kind of do his examination of her and then kind of do an awkward nod. For the
Perfect.
hostess.
And what services will you be indulging yourself with?
The
Just some
massage.
quality time or something else? Massage as well? All right.
Uh,
That is 5 gold.
I'm gonna roll and see what else he might ask for.
This is about to get expensive, bro. Never order off
Seriously.
menu.
No.
He's
He's also
gonna-
gonna sheepishly ask for the fruit as well. The same stuff
fruity
that
drinks.
fruit and drinks. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I was gonna say fruity drinks because Cyprus.
Or support.
Say goodbye to those 25 gold.
Well, she charged you for the 5 gold for all of them, so I'm curious.
Yeah.
So what do I owe you?
Just like your friend, 5 gold. For the company, massage, and the drinks.
He will hand over the 5 gold.
All right, and just like before, she'll put it in the pouch and stick it in the safest place there is.
Kata. Sorry.
Mhm. And so immediately, Nin will grab Maxim's hand and pull him away. Come on, darling, let's go. There's no need to be shy. And she'll just pull him over to a private room. I know that these are like table booth things going on here, but like pretend they're private
Oh, that doesn't matter.
rooms.
Oh, I
They
mean
can work
table.
on anything.
I mean, I see little curtains. It's fine. That's all you
yeah.
need.
They just do. It's like what's
Mhm.
it called? There's a whole dance and song that has to start before
Tell us more about this song and dance.
He did order fruit, so I mean it's appropriate that there should be a table for it.
Oh no,
Oh man.
you don't need a table for any of that, depending on where you're doing it.
It
Yeah, it
looks like
depends
there's
on
a
where you eat
I mean,
it.
that's also true.
Oh no, it's a bottle.
I mean, she might want to lay on a table, but
Oh god. Oh god.
I'm so curious how far these two characters go with their playmates.
oh man.
Because, like, for sure the
Yeah.
girls are going to
Mhm.
do their best to get what they can because it's their job if they
Yeah,
don't
I
get
mean, yeah.
paid. So,
This is why I asked for a
And
massage
nobody has asked.
and a conversationalist.
No one said the catchphrase yet, and it's great.
I know, I was just like,
I
is it-
mean, you don't necessarily want to do
That's-
that directly in front of the hostess.
Can I know what the catchphrase is?
I mean,
I'm not.
but the
My character
hostess-
doesn't need to know, but I
But
need.
why
to know.
not?
in
The hostess
visual
might
aids.
be able to help you.
It's in
Only-
visual.
Certain visual
Thank you.
aids.
Only after he's successfully talked to them and hopefully gained the information we need will he excuse himself, take hopefully some half-over fruit, and join you guys in that manner.
So it's
There
definitely
are
gonna
so
be a
many
while.
ways-
Got it.
Your Echo's just like,
And
I
if I-
guess they came here to fuck.
If I didn't roll that nat 1, I think he may have been a
How
bit more like picky and like.
suspicious would it be if we came here and didn't do any of that?
Not at all. I mean,
I'm
you're at a
just
brothel.
trying
You're
to
here to have
keep-
fun.
Like, why would you come here if you're not here to have what they're here for?
Mhm.
That's suspicious. That's very suspicious.
Yeah, why would you come here if not for that?
Ever, if not for some sexy
If it wasn't-
partner time.
For that nat 1, then I think that
I'm
Uh,
surprised your character's allowing a woman to like pull you around, considering like
Oh
how
no, this
deathly
is
afraid you are of like a female's
is-
touch. Like you're gonna be
This is
locked in
not-
a very small room
this
with
is
a
a
woman
very.
whose job is to touch you. Your character's fucked.
I think you may
It's
be
not gonna last.
misunderstanding this a bit of the situation, but no, this is still definitely going to be a precarious situation for him to be in.
100% of the time, he's going to be on the other side of the wall, avoiding her while she's trying to be like, "Honey, come back," and he'd be like, "Nope, nope, nope. This is good. I like looking from here. It's okay.
Oh,
Nope,
man.
nope, nope." Jumping over the table, going under the table, throwing fruits at her. She's like, "This is so much fun. I've never had people throw
I've
fruits at me
seen
before."
this scene before in movies, and just
Right?
that one random socially awkward guy running around and away from like that really hot girl.
Like it's a really awkward game of tag, and she doesn't know what's happening.
I think you're
There's the
forgetting.
unfortunate one
that-
who thinks it's a game and is into it and just starts chasing them.
I think you are forgetting that Maxim is a bard.
Yeah,
Yes, but is he that?
yeah.
Yet to be discovered for you guys.
I think we're figuring it out
I mean,
now, because if he was that kind of bard, this wouldn't
He
be
would
a
have been
problem.
all over.
He would have
This whole situation would have
things.
been
He would have-
nothing to him.
He
He would have
definitely.
done that, got the information, and waited for us to finish to say, guys, I finished this halfway through this entire thing. I don't know what took you guys so long.
He definitely is played that up to try and. Not the standard type of bard, but also he's still a bard. So like, he's more charismatic than he might seem at times. Because man, he can seem uncharismatic at times. Man, he
I mean,
can.
that depends what kind of bard he is. I mean, bard, as a term's like the actual conductor of music, the seducer, or like a legit like musician, or in fact, he's just a straight up spy.
Yeah, Bart just has to have like a really good like energy about them. Like, people
Yeah.
go
Yeah.
towards them. Doesn't mean you have to be charmed.
Most of the
like it's a
best
charm.
bards are actually
Yeah.
spies.
Yeah.
He definitely played that up, I'll say. But yeah, I didn't realize how prevalent that little bit of backstory was going to be, Heidi. But yeah, no, this is an interesting situation he's going to be finding himself in. Here in a minute.
So
So
our
So
only
who do
hope
we want to continue
is
with?
Echo.
Kiko?
Echo's out there. She still hasn't been
I think
served.
maybe-
Echo.
Oh, what are you
Maybe we
doing?
resolve
Yeah.
Echo and Kiko, and then maybe we call it there.
Yeah, that sounds good. But
I
I
mean,
just
at
want
the
to know.
Yeah.
very end of this, I
Yeah,
am
so-
going to bust in saying the line.
Bustin', what do you mean bustin'? It's like that's a,
Oh, he's
there's a
gonna
lot of
bust.
implications
gonna-
in the scenario you're currently in.
He's gonna bust.
Are you going to
in.
bust in a room?
While he's saying the line, oh god.
Oh, he's gonna bust in a room for sure.
Oh no, oh no.
The inner chambers of. I'm just gonna stop.
Oh man.
God.
This was
Oh,
never
man.
meant to be pithy. These campaigns.
It's so much fun to watch this train wreck keep going. I'm just sitting here. eating
It just
popcorn.
never
No, actually,
ends.
I'm eating
Ah.
Skittles jelly beans to be more specific.
That doesn't. I don't. Okay.
Oh man.
So,
Oh,
Echo, Kiko,
yeah.
Who do we want to
Echo,
continue with
please.
first?
After you, love.
I think once the guys are taken care of,
Taken
Echo
care of.
will taken care of. Echo will look towards the woman in front of her, and
Taken care of. Sorry.
still try not to gain too much attention off herself. She will ask, and how much for a private session with you, madam?
Oh. Well, that depends. How much are you willing to pay?
For a bit of conversation.
She'll sort of circle her. This is a most unusual request as I run this place. I don't usually do the work, per se. But for you, I might be able to make an exception. And I know you can't really see it because I propped this out like a dummy and forgot to keep the full-size version, but this woman does have like this sort of fluffy foxtail, and she will be sort of
The wagging.
stroking Echo with her tail, per se.
Goodness.
Echo stands there and takes it.
I don't know why. I'm just imagining Echo like internally like, fuck this. I want to murder her. And then just outside, she's like,
What do you say? How much are you willing to pay for this? Most unusual request.
Well, I think it depends on the quality of the conversation given.
What tells you that I have any quality conversation to have with you?
Call it a hunch. You seem like someone that knows some very interesting things.
Oh, I don't know much. I'm just the madam.
What do you say to 10 gold to start? And then, if it proves worthwhile, maybe more.
At that, her eyes sort of sparkle when you mention 10 gold. Why 10 gold? How can I resist? And she holds out her hand.
And Echo will draw out 10 gold.
All right. And just like before, she will take it and tuck it away. This way, if you please. And she will lead Echo to another one of these private booths. This one over here. The far end. Get my pointer tool. Over here. Yep.
Echo's just
That
sitting out
girl?
on one of those barrels and out in the cold.
nah, she's been watching.
That's also fair.
Once everyone's like out, like she sees that everyone's gone, she's gonna go inside herself now because she's like, I don't know where this bird is. I'm gonna ask them for some clues.
Hey, do you know where I can find a bird?
Hey, it's
for a
always been a
bird.
bird.
There's
Like a big bird. Big,
I left
long
my
bird.
crow out there, specifically circling and just waiting for the actual command to go down there
Yeah.
and call.
No, as soon as you guys all disappeared, she's gonna like peek in. She's like, oh,
Wait.
guess that's time for me.
So if the crow's out there, how are you seeing? Are you just
I'm not.
blind?
That's
This
why I
is you
asked
two.
for a conversationalist,
This is a very
Ah.
exciting time
Excuse.
for him. You don't need
I
to see
see.
things.
and I'm very much it's no secret. I'm literally blind. That's not like a big we didn't know.
Fair
It's
enough,
very
fair enough.
clearly scar in the eye. Eyes are very much.
So yeah, my character's gonna go into the place now that everyone's cleared out. and kind of look
Okay.
around like, ooh.
Now, if
Is it
there's
pretty?
no lady at the front, what happens, I wonder?
Does anyone approach her when she enters? She
No
hasn't done
one
anything to
is
herself.
really
She
there
just
right by
stands
the
there.
door.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah, no one is really there to greet her right by the door like the others. But there is
Even
this
better.
tiefling gentleman who sort of turns from his stool and grins, and he raises his drink to her. And
she
then
gives
there's
like a
the
little.
halfling barmaid behind the counter, and she nods to her.
She nods to both of them, and she makes her way over to the. She nods her head to them and makes her way to the bar. And grabs a seat next.
Okay.
One away from the tiefling. 'Cause who knows? He might be waiting for somebody. She's like, rude. Can I get one of your specials, please?
Well, good evening.
With a little bit of lime.
Coming right up.
Thank you, love.
And so this little redhead gal, she turns around and immediately starts mixing a drink. And the tiefling gentleman at the bar, he takes a sip from his drink. Well, hey there, cutie.
Well, aren't you cute yourself? Hi.
Now, what's a cute little thing like you doing in a place like this?
Oh, I'm looking for some entertainment. Isn't most?
Well, that's true. Kind of got this look in your eye, like you're looking for something specific.
Oh, you know me quite well, good sir. I'm looking for one of your special treats here. I've heard good things.
Oh,
By
Takes another
chance,
drink.
you wouldn't happen to know where the lazy fox is? Or sorry, the lame fox is. By chance.
Man.
Oh, no.
The lame fox, I am wounded. I admit I am not as popular as he is, but he is upstairs with a rather wealthy patron right now. But he'll be down shortly. His hour with her will end pretty soon.
It's unfortunate. How soon do you think? I'm running low on time. I heard he's quite quick
He
when need be.
he glances at a candle clock or a clock candle, and it's like, oh, I'd say about 20 minutes.
Okay. You said he's upstairs, is that right?
Yes, indeed.
Is there an empty room next to it?
In the meantime,
I mean,
Huh?
I don't like waiting.
you don't like waiting.
I mean, I will, but
Well,
I'd
you
rather
could
do
wait with
something while
me.
I'm waiting. That's what I was suggesting, but I mean, okay, sure. I'm just asking, is there a
Do
room
you
next
want
to it?
a...
Poor
There is
man
not. That is currently in use.
doesn't know he's getting this.
That's a shame. So there's no room to
Understand.
stare.
None of us have witnessed this restraint.
So there's
Well,
no
we
room to
are
stare.
quite busy at this time of the day.
Well, I don't doubt that.
They are
Where-
all occupied at the moment.
Is her drink ready?
Yes, the halfling shall slide the drink towards you. Here you go, sweetheart.
Thank you, love.
And that'll be 1 silver.
She tips 1 gold.
Thank you
She pays with
kindly. She'll take, and
Cutie
she'll
like you.
nip
Thank
at that
you.
before tucking it away. Absolutely.
How about you show
And,
me around, sir?
yeah.
I'm... No offense, but I'm only here for the best. And if you prove to be
And you
entertaining
don't-
enough, I'll pay for you. For your time, I mean.
Don't think that I'm the best. And he'll immediately wrap his arm around her waist and start leading her around.
She'll follow, drink her drink.
Mhm.
I already told you, I'm looking for the best, and rumor has
And-
it, the lame fox is got a few tricks up his sleeve. And I'm not looking for some lame, what is it? Doggy style horn dog like yourself, but I'll appreciate the tour.
Well, excuse you.
Oh, I
Little
didn't say anything
rude.
was wrong with
And
that.
he immediately just holds her closer as they're walking about. And as you're taking a turn about the brothel, the place is very busy. It's quite packed. It'd be easy to lose somebody in this sort of sea of licentiousness, if you will. There are people being entertained by dances, by drinking games,
Do I recognize some of
by
the people here? Or like the dancers or anything?
conversation. There are people just making out at the tables. You know what? Roll me a history check.
Will do, madam. It's a 12. I assume I only see the best of the best. So I don't know half these hoes.
Yeah. Yeah, you don't know half these hoes. That's true.
I don't know half these.
I'm like not seeing the
So,
best.
That
of the
only
best. Best of the
that
best.
only
most
makes me
people here
question.
you would not be very
You know
familiar
the
with.
other half?
They're all in rooms right now, I guess. She finishes
They
her
are
drink.
popular for a reason.
She like finishes her
Mhm.
drink and looks at it and looks at this
Oh, are we?
red man. It's like,
Have we gone off with your friends?
do you want to be a doll? I'd like a refill, please.
Of course,
baby.
cutie. And he sort of tweaks her chin and goes off to the bar to get her another drink.
She's gonna like look around, rub her face like, nasty man, and look for the staircase that goes upstairs.
Yeah. So the way I've kind of got this laid out, let me get my pointer out again. So pretend this
Okay.
is sort of the staircase that leads
Okay.
upstairs generally, and that these rooms, these booths that everybody's in, just pretend those are sort of like an upstairs gallery type room layout. Yeah.
Okay. Would I have an idea of which room is his room?
Yes, you would know that it is this one over here.
Great. Yeah, I'm gonna go that way. Is
Okay.
there a blue tiefling person here? Is it a man? Is it a woman? Is it non-gender?
Yes, he's sitting there. He looks kind of, yes, that is a man, and he looks kind of like he's kind of lost in space, just very chill, but also maybe kind of sad.
Oh. Yeah, I'm gonna sneak up from behind him and like wrap my arms around him and be like, "What's wrong, boo?"
And immediately he'll jolt. And who the hell are you?
A paying patron?
He'll just pick up her arm and like drop it dead fish style.
She's like not surprised. You just seem so down. I'm not used to seeing the people you're so sick.
Well, I've got my reasons. Now, is there something I can help you with?
Well, if you don't want to offer me your services, you can get out of my way. I'd like to sit here and wait for somebody.
And he looks her up and down. No, I gave up waiting for somebody a long time ago.
So either offer services or move.
There's plenty you can sit. He stays right where he's put, and he continues sort of running the tip of his finger across the rim of his glass, of which there are several piled up.
Yeah, she's gonna sit next to him, like right next to him, and look at. Are they all finished?
Yeah, yes, you can tell that this man has been just pouring them back, apparently.
Does the madam know you're drinking this much? And you have no
Of
patron
course
to pay
she
for it?
knows.
That sucks. I guess she's
No,
she's
he
more
gave up
lenient.
coming here quite a few years ago. He doesn't come to see me anymore.
Oh. Again, didn't ask, but cool. Sorry to hear. I'm guessing because of that you don't
Well,
look...
you asked a question.
Oh, I was asking if the madam knows
Why?
that you're not paying. You're drinking all this.
Suffice it to say, yes, she knows I'm drinking this much. And you can tell
And
his breath just reeks
Oof, I don't
of
need any more
strong
drinks.
whiskey.
Maybe you need some services, sir.
Oh, you think so?
Seems like you're a little lonely. For a place that's meant to rid loneliness.
Quite.
Do I know this man?
You know, you do not know this one in particular. He must
He's not the best of the best, got it.
be a new one to you.
I never get serviced by him, understood.
So, are you looking for someone particular?
As most people, the lame fox. But he's really good.
Lame fox, that's right. How could I forget? And you guys are not far from the lame fox's
Yeah, we're right in front of it. That's why I'm like,
room.
move, bitch,
And you
get
can
out the
hear
way.
two people having a really good time there. So
She's like, looks
there's that.
elated. She's like, oh, silent. That's exciting to hear. They're having a good time. Almost. This group. Like every time there's like a squeal,
Yes, of
she looks
course.
back,
Sorry.
and like this big grin is like she's so happy and excited. It's like that's gonna be me next.
And as you're sitting there talking to this blue tiefling, the red one comes back, and he's like, "Oh, there you are, cutie. I brought you your drink." And he sits on the opposite side and slides it toward you. And Blue, you're looking so
Blue?
very blue. That's just what he calls him.
She laughs like one of those fake, prestigious like, oh, you're so funny, kind of laughs and then drops it as soon as she drinks her drink. She's like, you're an idiot. Okay.
And Blue just immediately, he rolls his eyes and he just takes a sip. Whatever, Leon. Is there something you could be doing better with your time other than pestering me?
Entertaining me.
Of course. And Leon, the red tiefling, he turns back to Yukiko. Yeah, of course. Now, what is it that you want? How can I help you?
You got me my drink, didn't you?
What
How much longer
exactly?
do I have to wait for this? Wait for the lame fox.
So impatient. And he sort of pretends to look at a watch. Oh, I'd say 1 more minute. And at that moment, the door here bursts open, and a
steamy hotness comes out. That
and
is
a
called
very
flame.
disheveled woman in a rich dress. She just stumbles out. She's obviously a noble woman. Her clothes are extremely fine. Her hair apparently styled. Well, it was styled. It is very disheveled, and she is just sort of swaying and giggling as she walks out, kind of throwing on her clothes, haphazardly trying to button up
Steal
something.
one of her little ornaments, since she is so distracted.
Yes. Roll me a sleight of hand with advantage.
Yes.
At this point, you could take that cloak, wrap it around her, and just take her jacket.
With advantage? That's a nat 20. Guys, I'm so happy we're not fighting.
If we start a bar brawl,
Okay.
we're gonna get wrecked with everything thrown here.
So you are able to steal this woman's. She's wearing a gorgeous, super expensive gold and pearl necklace. You're able to just boop, pocket that.
Perfect. And she'll look at the
And
right
so
hand.
this woman, as she's distracted. Oh, sorry.
Oh, no, go ahead.
Go ahead.
After you. No. Go ahead.
Okay. All right. And so as this woman stumbles out, she looks behind her at this man leaning in the doorway, and he's like barely covered in, sort of wrapped up in the sheet. And she turns to him and she gives him a big old smooch, and she says, "Will next week do as well?" And he's like, "I've always got the time for you, lass. Always."
Cute.
He gives her
Pat on the mouth.
a kiss on the hand before
Well,
she
and
continues to stumble her way out.
Kid,
Huh?
don't eat the pervy pterodactyl.
All right. And so this red-haired gentleman, he is still leaning in the doorway. And anyone can clearly see that he has only one leg, and yet he is managing to get around just fine with a
Peg leg.
gilded walking stick.
Yeah, as soon as she sees him come out, she's gonna look at the red tiefling, flick him a gold coin, and it's like, "Thanks for your services," and then like pat the blue guy's head, like, "Don't look so blue," and then she's gonna like hop over the bench over to the man she's been waiting for.
Okay. Let me roll something real quick here.
The blue man's gonna fight me, and this is over, and then fuck it, damn it.
Okay. So this man standing in the doorway, he sort of rakes his fingers through his hair and lets out a big sigh. He's like, "Oof. Easy as ever." And then he turns to Yukiko. "Now can I help you, lass?"
And she kind of winks, and she's like, "I'm hoping so." And she shows him the gold and pearl necklace. I've definitely got the monies to pay.
Well, hope you're ready. Oh, certainly.
She giggles
Well,
excited.
Might as well come on. We might as well come on in. And he takes her hand and kisses it before bringing her inside the room.
She does the whole toodles to the boys, like, "This is gonna be like a little schoolgirl having her
Little
senpai
imagine.
nurture
This is a
Hope
con save with disadvantage.
her. Yeah, as soon as they get in, what does he do?
Mhm. He just takes a seat on the bed. He kind of seems like he's collecting himself for a second before going at it again.
She like sits on the others, like on a bench, and she like she's watching him with the biggest grin on her face, like, "I finally got the man I'm looking for." And she'll be like, "You can catch your breath, relax, don't worry, I'm not here for
And he's just,
a fast
he
time."
doesn't seem like he's, and he's just, he kind of chuckles at that as he's still not looking like very closely at your face, but
That's fine.
he's still just sort of chilling, I guess, for a second. But yeah, that's kind of where you're at.
She's gonna pull out her makeshift face guard, is what I'll call it for now.
Oh no.
Her makeshift. She has a little cloth that she made, and she wraps it around her eyes like the Ninja Turtles.
Oh my gosh.
Like a blindfold?
Kind of like a
Or
blindfold,
is
but it's
like
red.
a
And then-
bandana?
Blindfold, but with holes in it.
As soon as you do that, he squints. Wait,
Eh? Eh?
I
Come
know
on,
you, don't I?
I'm hurt.
Kiko? Kiko, is that you?
Not Kiko.
No.
The red mask, silly. That's why I put the bandana on. I know it's not what I normally come in here as, but
Right. Sorry,
she's gonna
I've
get up
got
and she's gonna hug him, whether or not he's ready for it.
No.
and he's like, he kind of blinks and he's got this grin on his face. Well, I never. Been a long time since I've seen you around.
Yeah,
Didn't
it's been a long time.
recognize you.
It's been a few years. How are you,
Yeah.
old fellow?
It's been a. Oh, I'm doing good as ever. Popular as ever, I swear. Yeah, I used to be a red fox, but he kind of points to his hair, which is starting to get just a little bit of gray.
Oh,
Now I'm turning into a grey fox. Doesn't seem to slow business at all.
I mean, a good gray fox is always a sexy thing in the wild, isn't it? Not that I'd know.
Right.
I'm
Well.
assuming none of the others have found you yet. Seeing as you were busy for an hour.
Well, someone pays for an hour, I certainly give them that. Plus a little extra, if I lack them.
How much do I get? And she shows, like, she holds up the gold and pearl necklace again.
Well, it looks like you haven't changed your ways.
It pays the bills.
Certainly.
No, Mom
I
never
hope
mind.
you haven't been stealing much more than that.
Not as of recent. I don't know if you knew, but I was put away for some time.
Yeah, I heard something about that. I haven't seen him around here much, I will say. I know you two
When was-
used to come here quite often, but
When was he last here? Has he asked about me?
let me think.
And she makes like a
Darling,
moaning
she-
sound really loud just so that people like outside don't think he's like shitty at his job. Sorry.
Mhm.
Like,
Darling, he hasn't asked about you. And the last time he was here was about the last time I saw you.
oh, so that's strange. This used to be one of his favorite places. I guess he didn't feel comfortable coming here without me. I think that makes sense.
Well,
I mean,
the
that's
things
good.
that have been going on in the past couple of years. Kind of. What's his business? If you can even call
You know how I feel about you
what he
talking bad
does a
about me.
business. Kind of puts it down a bit. And you know how I feel about what he calls a business.
People have to do what they have to do to make a living. We had this discussion, I don't want to have it now. But he's well.
As far as I know,
Oh, that's good. Any of his other
I mean,
Goonies
I
been
heard-
around here?
as far as I know, he's alive and well, unfortunately. I mean, after what he did to my great niece, that was all but 8 months ago. Thereabout.
She kind of looks to the side, very guilty for some reason.
Hmm.
Fuck, related.
Lass? What's that look for?
It's been. Don't worry about it, love. But yes, has any of his goons been around? I want to try to find him as soon as I can. I don't feel right not being next to him.
You see, I thought I saw one of them the other night. I mean, you know how it is. I am usually up here. I'm rarely on the floor. Usually in here on my backside or otherwise. So I did see
She screams again.
one.
Gotta help with you keep up your
But that-
appearances.
I appreciate that. I wouldn't want my reputation to fall behind, but I did see one of them perhaps a week ago.
Well, what were they doing? Getting services or doing so?
Mostly talking to the madam.
Ugh. You wouldn't
They were
happen to
here.
know about what?
Got a drink and talked to the madam, and as far as I know, they left without any merchandise.
Fair enough. Well, to be honest, as much as I'm excited to be here and see you again, I was tasked to ask around for people, for a lady, a maid of some sort who's supposed to be in hiding. You wouldn't happen to know anything about that, would you?
And he'll pause for a moment and cross his arms. There was a code you were supposed to say, right?
She kind of shrugged. She's like, as far as I know, I was told to wait for a bird, and I got tired. I'm going about this my way.
Oh no. I'm going to stick to the rules that have been laid out for me, and we might be old acquaintances, you and me, but
You know, I would
I've
never
been tasked with a charge.
But she's here, is what I'm understanding though. So long as one of the other people with the code knows, it's fine. So if I bring you one of my other team of the cottage code,
I'm not
code
giving her up.
That's fine. I don't mind. I'm just here to get my job done. So hopefully, I'll get another step closer to finding Namar, seeing as you don't have much information. Not that that is a problem. I never wanted to get you into any type of trouble.
And I appreciate that.
Of course.
Lass, you always had a good core to you. I always believed that.
Oh, thank you, love.
But I think you're kind of like in a way, like some poisoned apple dunked in something. Something not so good, but it can be washed away.
I told you I do not need to hear any of this wishy-washy stuff. I'm staying with Namar. And nothing's changing. I know you don't agree with him, but like I said, without him, I'm nothing. You know how much he means to me. Please, if you're keeping anything about him away from me,
I do.
At least for our friendship's sake, promise me you'll tell me anything.
I promise you that. Things have changed in the past years.
I'm sure. But once I get back with him, I think things will go back to normal, and it will be fine, and then we'll be visiting often, and then you and I can have those drinks again. And you could get paid for not having to do what you normally do. We could just talk like we used to. I can teach you some new things I've learned. I can bring new books. It'll be like how it used to be. I just need to find Amar.
See, all of that sounds so grand until you bring him up. I'm sorry, Kiko, but Carol.
I understand.
Focus on whatever job you have at hand. Focus
You sure you
on
don't want to tell
getting
me
the code.
where the girl is?
I'm sure. Get the code, and I'll know that you were sent honestly.
Fair enough. Though I'm surprised that they haven't found you yet. They seemed that they knew what was going on. Do you mind
Aye.
if you stay here and not take any more clients while I look for them? I'll let the boys outside know that I'm paying for extra, looking for a threesome or an orgy of some sort. Maybe they'll leave you be for the next little while. Catch your breath.
Right. I appreciate that. Honestly. Go on and find your friends, whoever were sent.
Friends is a
After
stretch. I'll also try to look for the
Acquaintances,
bird.
then.
Do you know what the bird is about?
The bird.
Yes. Apparently we were supposed to wait for a bird outside.
Girl,
I-
we've been over this. This is just called the Blackbird Inn. Blackbird
Don't
brothel. There's
I get. But they said there is a code, and that the code was to find with. You know what? It's okay. So long, you're just telling me I can skip all those steps so long as somebody comes here to you with a code, right? I don't need a
right.
bird. Okay. So long as I don't need a bird.
You
it's
don't
fine.
need a bird. You're right.
Perfect. I will be back.
Now go on with you now.
Did you want a drink? I'll get you a drink. Yo, bitches!
Very well
get
then.
this,
Thank you.
Get my boy some water.
And I think that is a good place to pause for tonight. If you guys want to pause there.
Yeah.
I'm good.
Yeah. That's great.
Okay. All right. Okay, I'm having a lot of fun this session. This is fun.
I still need to know what this bird's about. She's
Oh, yeah, I'll get to it eventually.
believing. And eventually, she's gonna want to know about this bird. She's like, these guys, why would they have a reason to lie to me?
Yeah, a lie.
It would never be a lie.
Yeah, see, I didn't destroy everything, guys. I know what I'm doing.
Mm-hmm.
So the minute he said that his niece is related,
This is
just gonna burn the place down. Save him, but burn the place down.
Well, at least you saved him. I do like him.
He's a good man.
I really like him.
See, I rolled for it, and I realized I am, in fact, going to break down that door when I finish and say those magical words
Oh god.
to no one, or maybe everyone else in that room. I have no idea.
Oh, that'll be fun.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, this was fun.
Oh yeah.
This was. I
All
really
right.
wish this was.
And I just realized I just feel muted for a bit. I was commentating. I'm sorry.
No, it's not.
Uh-oh.
It happens. It happens.
Oh well. Yeah. And if things go really poorly with this mission, and she asks, "Here's the bird," or what the deal with the bird was, we'll give her the bird. Oh, we'll give her the bird.
What did I do?
I don't know, but I feel like we'll blame you anyways.
If things go really poorly and it's your fault, then that'll be the situation.
You know what?
We'll
Just for the
see
hell of it,
where we get.
Chico's going to go apeshit because now she knows that no matter what she does, she's never going to get the answer from him that she wants. So burn the
Which
place
answer?
down. Oh, like the answer for this maid woman. So it's like I'm do it like I do with cave animals when I'm hunting, and you smoke them out.
That doesn't always work.
No.
Some of them can throw away.
It's gonna go so poorly.
So Kiko's a pyromaniac in this one. Got it. It's
Oh, I
not
mean,
me
the
this one,
fire's
guys.
easy.
Everybody's got someone. Everybody's got someone.
I mean, here's the thing. I don't know if we checked what was your subclass in monk. I don't remember.
knows.
It's not fire related this time.
It's not, but she can start a fire.
I mean, I can.
I was gonna say like,
No, I think
is it the dragon one again? Is it like
It's
one of
not
the
the
elemental?
dragon. I
ones?
was
think
tempted to go dragon
there
one again,
is-
but I went with what I originally had for her, which is the elemental one, but with the wind one.
It's basically the same thing as the dragon. Except you get the extra acid.
4 elements.
Yeah.
Yeah, 4 elements monk, which is the dragon, except you don't get the extra
I-
wing fly speed or the acid damage for some reason.
Just want to say that I think that there is a very high probability that the woman that we're looking for is the one right over here, and we all just
Completely missed her?
basically
Probably.
completely missed her.
I mean, the person
Just
you had no
aesthetically, I
description
think
of.
she's. I mean, yeah,
I mean,
She's
are you
definitely the one that
assuming
looks
what
the
a
most-
maid looks like again?
Wow.
maid-like.
Wow.
Yes, I am.
Yo, Kiko used to be a maid.
Yes, I am. No,
Okay, guys, I gotta
Can't
go.
see that
no,
yet.
she was.
This was fun.
Alright, anyway,
Okay.
Love you guys. Peace.
Have a good night.
Calling you
Jimmy.
out.
good night.
Have a nice. You're good. Have a nice night. Take care.